Welcome to another episode with Podcast It All. This is Beardo.
This is Chef.
I mean, I think by now they should know, but
I hope so.
I mean, hopefully one day we'll be known by some people. But the reason why we're doing is because we enjoy these podcasts.
Yeah, facts.
So we're here to talk about another topic that interests us, and it's been like a topic that sparkles every once in a while.
Yeah, right.
You know?
It just all of a sudden it just comes out a little bit, and just like people start talking about it, then it just kind of fades out.
Yeah, and it was like funny to see like Obama was the only president to like talk about it.
Oh, really?
And publicly, like the U.S. president.
Mm-hmm.
Although like it said that this has been going on since the Cold War.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So anyway,
let them know what the topic is.
So today we're gonna talk about Area 51, and it's not. I mean, we already know it's like as soon as Area 51 comes up, people are like aliens and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. What do you think about it? Like we haven't talked. Just to be clear, we haven't talked
about it together.
How we're gonna do this, but
yeah,
I will ask
he was
you.
Just like, so how you want to talk about it on the podcast? I was like, I don't know. It's just Area 51 says bring it up.
Yeah, we'll see.
Talk about what we know and what we think.
So we have some history over here that I can like just barely touch, but like after that, I would like want to know what do you think, or what Area 51 is, or what you would want it to be.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like accurate. Like, what do you fantasize about Area 51? What do you think could be the possible thing? Since there's like so many rumors about it, right? And the most obvious one is aliens.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like.
But why do they think it's aliens?
I think your phone's not on silent.
Do you think? Why do you think it's Why do people think about aliens? Like they're like, oh, we're not allowed to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, aliens.
I was just. It's like anything that you, like like anything that. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about any other religion, but because we're, so like, or particularly me, like anything like people I know, or like if they can't explain anything, they're like, oh, it's just God's choice, you know, or something.
But so like what kind of thing?
So listen. Something that you can't explain, or something that you know, something like that. Here, like anything that people can't explain in the world, like in a broader spectrum.
Oh, they say
aliens. You know?
Okay.
Who made the pyramids? Oh, probably Egyptians were aliens. You know that the whole thing, the show that goes on, ancient aliens or something like that. Anyway, but that's like another thing. But so, Area 51.
Okay.
So they say it was built right about the time of Cold War.
But what do you mean by built? It's just like an area.
So it's not an area. It's like a base. So it does. The history says here, like some guy from CIA went to find out this big space where they could like test their airplanes that could like potentially fight against the Russian nuclear or whatever weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they went and they found out this.
What state is it in? Like Arizona? Nevada.
So it's like 130 miles north of Las Vegas.
Okay.
And they basically found it, and then it's been said here, like according to BBC and CNN, like here they say it's like restricted to public, and people like there's testing on U-2 training pilots going on.
Okay. You know what U-2 planes are?
Not exactly.
I think from what I know, they're like these kind of spy planes that go so high up that like radars don't detect it and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're like all I know that they're like supersonic airplanes. I don't know. That's all I know.
I know they're like spy airplanes that go hella high up.
Obviously. Yeah. I mean, obviously they're gonna be spy airplanes, supersonic, stealth, whatever.
Yeah.
But let's not dig into that. Like today, so that's what they said they're doing. They're testing their aircraft over there. There's a timeline here.
And this is in 1955.
So it started.
Yeah, that's like
Cold War.
The Cold War, yeah. Cold War started 45.
So there's a huge timeline here. What happened? I don't know, but I just don't want to go into that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, I'm sure everyone knows about it and like whatever people have been told about it. But
yeah, I'm sure.
I just want to know. So this is like I'll show you in the video. This is like a
Yeah, it's like an airplane.
Satellite view that was recently released of Area 51.
Yeah, there's like a little runway. And
so
there's like what's that big sand area?
So this is Area 51. And this is like the base. It's I don't know why.
Do you think it's actually empty, or you think there's like?
I don't think it's maybe it's underground. Most probably, like that could be the plausible explanation.
There's only one street going through it. Look at that.
That's an airstrip.
Bro, that's an airstrip, bro. It's all connected.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's weird. And
so okay, what?
So tell me, what do you think? What do you think Area 51 is like? What is the government trying to hide, or what do you think it actually is?
I mean,
what do you want it to be? Like
what I want it to be?
Forget like aliens. Forget the testing.
What I want it to be is to have like all like the unanswered questions that we have like in life about like space travel and maybe time travel. Not time travel, but like
interesting.
Maybe something like that. It's like all these stuff that like no human is like able to think about, or no human is able to imagine.
You mean like ordinary humans?
I mean like if they tell us, like they would blow our minds pretty much. So like what kind of thing? Maybe like it's like, you know how we talked about the water engine thing, stuff like that. Stuff that like people are trying to keep hidden, because you know they try to keep that hidden. Not the government, but like companies try to keep that kind of thing hidden. So maybe there's more stuff like that.
Interesting. So you want it to be, which kind of is in line with what they're saying it is. You're just wishing it to be a general thing related to like all over the place, but they are saying that it's a testing site for airplanes specifically, because it's a naval air force. No, not naval. It's a either it's a naval base or it's an air force base.
Probably air force base. Naval is water.
Yeah.
But I know.
Why would I say naval? Damn.
Anyway,
yeah, it's an air force base.
Yeah.
That's what they say. It is. But interesting. So you think that it's something that, but which kind of is like the same thing what they're trying to say.
Well, who's trying to say?
Like what?
What, like people trying to say?
No, like what the government says. Like it's.
The government is saying it's
like it's a facility restricted to military areas, a test site where U.S.
weapons. I mean,
nuclear weapons are tested.
But wait, it said from the 50s to the 90s. So what about now?
Yeah, and now they're developing the U-2 plane. Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. What I think it is.
Yeah, declassified spy plane history. I don't know.
So I just answered what I wish it was, what I hope it was.
Interesting.
What I think it was, because there's like a bunch of stuff hidden from the government, you know, like, and it could be like random stuff, like, you know how Martin Luther King had like a cheating scandal. You know about that?
I heard about it.
I literally tried to look it up. I couldn't find many articles. I just know it pretty much from like rap songs and like music. That's kind of how I know.
You can't trust people who get drunk and start
consistent.
spitting.
Like, I've heard it from many like different songs and many different artists.
Well, how would they know?
Talk about that exactly? That's another thing. I don't know. And maybe it came out one time through like word of mouth, and it just spread through. But maybe the United States government is trying to keep that stuff hidden because Martin Luther King is such a like important character in their history and stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean,
but those kind of stuff happen, so maybe they're hiding. Like,
I mean, I haven't seen a UFO. Have you? No.
No. I mean, a UFO could be anything. It just stands for unidentified flying objects. So it just could be like a plane maybe that's not registered. That's a UFO. You know.
Yes, I agree, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you mean.
Like
yeah.
an alien type thing. I mean,
I don't believe in UFOs.
Remember that monolith that just appeared out of nowhere in different places during COVID?
What's a mono what?
Monolith or something.
What is that?
There was like a long steel, like a smaller version of the, what is that? The Lincoln Memorial? The tall. Is that the Lincoln Memorial?
The Washington Monument.
Oh yeah, the one. It kind of like that.
It looks like a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Washington Monument. Okay.
It just appeared out of nowhere.
Where was it?
In the U.S. And then it kind of started spreading around the world.
I've heard something about that actually.
Yes.
There's been like a bunch of different.
See the.
Yeah. I have seen that. We're gonna put up a picture for you guys. I have
So
seen
I don't
that
know,
actually.
like, so stuff like this came up,
But
but
this,
later it was said that some people did it,
I mean,
whatever.
it could be just someone who did it. Like I don't.
Yeah, like it did
But it's
it.
not so big, right? It doesn't look so big. How
It was pretty
10
heavy.
to 12 feet.
It said it was heavy. They appeared with no warning. I don't know. But anyway, but like that's the kind of thing like we haven't like this something
It
came
appeared
up
in
that could
Utah,
like
Romania, California, New Mexico.
yeah. I mean this is
Such a big
these
like.
type of things like that could like say okay there might be aliens or I don't know, but there's like no solid proof. But
Yeah,
coming
but the question is like, what kind of thing? What does that have to do with aliens? That's what's kind of that's back to the thing you were talking about, like things you can't explain. A lot of people just say aliens. Like there's like this big metal pole that goes into Utah, and then a couple days later you find it in Romania. People are just like, oh, aliens. But what is like?
yeah exactly.
Why would an alien be like, you know what? I'm gonna put this large metal thing in some random desert in the this side of this weird Earth, this weird planet, and then the next day we're gonna put it somewhere else and see what people do. Like I don't know. It might just be a prank.
Yeah, to me it looked like one, but like, but
That's
going
pretty
back to the
interesting,
fact, like going back to the question, like what would I want to?
Yeah,
like,
what do you want it to be? Like
Area 51 to be?
if you could like actually find out what it is and
So,
like it's the best answer you could have heard.
So
What would it be?
listen, some time ago there was like a news spreading around that some Russian spy was killed in D.C. along with his family. Or
How
whatever,
long ago
two
was
daughters. Like a couple of years, 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe it was pre-pandemic. I don't remember exactly.
He was a Russian spy?
But like let's assume like you know
Okay.
how like so like you know like there are some things that a country cannot do because of certain reasons.
Okay.
Because like if you get caught, then the relationships will get strained. So then
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
like
yeah.
some ops that are done by PMCs.
Okay.
They do it like off book, black ops
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you're familiar,
Undocumented,
like you've seen a
underground.
lot of movies,
Yeah,
undercover
yeah,
ops,
for sure.
black ops. Like in case they get caught, there's no direct connection with the country
Mhm.
or whatever. You know,
Okay.
I
Like
believe
to have
this.
someone do the dirty work.
Yes, exactly. So I believe this area is a step deeper than that. A step deeper than black ops that
Okay.
they conducted, unsanctioned, obviously.
Mhm.
But and whatever they found out, or the people they died, and they wanted to leave no traces, whatever evidence they found, I think they extracted it and they brought it here
Yeah.
just to keep it discreet, or
Yeah.
something that happened here, and they didn't want it to spread out that like some other countries black ops was conducted
What kind
here.
of thing you have in mind?
I don't know. It could be anything.
Just like a general idea.
Let's say like I don't know, some secrets to like some type of technology, or
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of
or-
what I had in mind also when you said that.
or I don't know, some spy who like ran away, like just like, or some guy who became Edward Snowden, whatever.
Mhm.
Or who could be potentially dangerous, like not just for us or for any other country.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like this is like that place where they're keeping all the evidence,
Is that
or
what you
like
think it
trying
is?
to
Is that what you hope it is?
That's what I think it should be, or at least that's what I want it to be.
That's what you want it to be? Okay.
Like it is interesting to like. I mean, why would like okay you're
Maybe it
testing
could be
airplanes.
It could be something like, okay, I have 2 points. The first thing is why would, or no, my first point was maybe it's something that's like, that would hurt like the economy, like a great invention or something like, let's say like oil dependent countries, if this crazy like, new kind of oil replacement came out, and oil would be obsolete, like they'd hide that kind of thing, because if that came out, like the country would be bankrupt. So that's my first point. Second point is, I kind of forgot the second point. Oh yeah, okay. So why do they put a label on it? Why do they like, okay, this place is called Area 51? That's just gonna turn people's heads, Because bro, they're in the middle of Nevada, bro. There's nothing there. They could just like a huge desert. They could just build something in the middle, and no one's ever gonna know. Away from any street, away from any.
I think that's what the initial plan was, but eventually it just caught a lot of attention
You think so?
because they weren't letting people in or out. But that's what makes sense to me. Like we're testing airplanes, we're testing nuclear weapons, But everyone is doing that in the world. What are you talking
Why don't they
about?
just? Oh,
There's no need for hiding that.
yeah.
Or you could hide it some other way.
What if it's a nuclear testing place? Okay, like there's gonna be radiation. People need to stay away.
Yeah, but we already have those
Yeah,
specific
You're right.
areas. So I think this is. I want it to be this thing.
Yeah.
A step deeper than
What
Black Ops.
What I think it is. Man, that's a hard question. I have no idea, to be honest.
I think the alien thing is bullshit.
Yeah. It might be just what they say it is.
I mean, it's like those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, out of all the countries in the world, the U.S. made contact with alien. What's the probability of that?
It's like the memes that say like, how the world looks is like a globe like this, and then they're like how aliens see the Earth. It's
just
like
the U.S.
U.S. flag.
Yeah,
US,
like and let's say even if U.S. did, what's the probability, or what are the odds that they did not make contact with any other country?
Yeah, right.
And if they did, why would?
I'm sure other countries have tried. Like U.S. and Russia always have like this competition, and U.S. and China also. So I'm sure they try to be.
Yeah, like the countries in
the
subcontinent, even like the Middle Eastern part, like Asian countries, they're like trying to, like they're not trying to like be too like loud about it, but they're still trying to,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's what I think, but.
So you think there's aliens there, or information about aliens there?
I don't think. I think the alien thing is just like they're using it as a scapegoat. And at least that's
for something bigger or something more.
So for these ops, I believe.
Okay.
Like they found something that could like be crippling, like that could cripple governments or stuff, and they're just keeping it there,
Okay. Man, that's interesting. I wish we could have these questions answered.
And now.
And what happened to that thing where everyone's like, okay, we're gonna storm Area 51?
That was like a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember. But like, how many people were there?
I'm like. Was that a knock at the door?
I don't think so. Anyway, well, let's just wrap this episode up. But do you think? I don't know, man. I think what I remember was just like, there wasn't many people at all. For like a whole year, everyone was like, okay, on this day we're gonna raid Area 51. We're gonna if there's too many of us, they can't catch everyone, whatever. I think just no one. Like,
honestly, 130 miles. North of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's hot, bro.
It's hot for real.
It's hot. I mean, I'm interested in knowing what's going on, but not that much.
I'm not trying to go. I'm trying to have people go and tell me what's up. But anyway, let us know what you guys think. What you guys think Area 51 is, and what you hope it is. The same questions that we try to discuss in this episode. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Click the notification bell to let you know when we upload next. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. See you next time. Peace. FBI, open up! Hey yo.
What?
Hey yo, we out, bro. We out.